What's good, healing family? Praying all is well with y'all today. And we have some good news. So this past week on May 5th and also April 28th, we had Excavating the Soul, Time to Live a God-Ordained Life, Part 1 and Part 2. And throughout that session and throughout the whole process of it, I was able to develop 2 apps. And this is not a sponsored video, but maybe God willing one day will be. So I have 2 apps. One is specifically just for the Excavating the Soul type of workshop. It provides more of a workbook where people are able to download it to be able to do things virtually within the actual app and to do more of the grounding work that is needed. So think about the first conversation is breaking down the theory, breaking down the overall definition of what excavating the soul is. And then the second session was for folks to discover and figure out what does that look like when we're taking point A or point 1 to point 2 or point B, and to discover how do I have an idea to take action, discover what is the best way to go about this healing practice, this healing journey, this healing formation. And so I decided to, trying to dibble and dabble with AI a little bit, but to do it more in, a God-ordained way, to provide resources for people to take more action. And so I think it's a cool app. The first one, again, is really just more for the community space of delving individually to do the actual workbook. It's Excavating the Soul, a guided journey of release, obedience, and forward movement. So this is what it looks like on my user end. And we'll be able to do a walkthrough in a few moments as well. In the second app, it is more of a community space for individuals. So it's still kind of tied into the themes of Excavating the Soul, but really just more of a community space for people to come together, to ask questions, to journal, have journal prompts individually, collectively, and to just be more in community where they're able to share different things. So this one is real cool. It is called Excavating the Soul Community Hub. And I think it's real dope on what that information entails to on people just to try to do something different. So again, Excavating the Soul, a guided journey of release, obedience, and forward movement. So this is, like I said, it's real dope. It's free. You don't have to log in or anything. But if you look at, you have a few other tabs right here. You have the content, part 1, part 2, part 1 of releasing, part 2 of obeying, and then there's some more guided prompts there as well. Usually what you'll do, you just come here, click begin the journey, just bring you to the information where you need to go to, guide you on what you need to do, and prompting what this ebook is not about. So it is an ebook, it is downloadable, but again, everything is God ordained. So it has all the information that is there for people to be more informed when it comes to working this workbook. You can do this on your phone, on a tablet, or on a laptop. And you can go back by clicking the arrows on the bottom. It is a downloadable, printable workbook as well. And this is what it looks like. It has different types of, if I can click on one. No, I probably won't be able to click on one, but one of the pages, you can download the whole entire workbook and do it at home if you feel free to. So we're going to go back here, begin the journey, different prompts and everything, just to guide you what you want to read. Clicking the arrows. And the cool thing about this, you can go to the different subsections. So again, it's a section on how to use the actual guide. First part is release, the second part is obey, the third part is movement. So moving forward, we have contact information, closing, and prayers, and scripture, things of that nature. So I'm just going to go through and just click away. And this is what it looks like. In each section, you're able to note take your thoughts on each of the prompts, and then you're able to download it as well if you want to do something a little bit more written. All this information is geared towards you, so it's not shared with anyone else when they put their prompts in, which is pretty cool. So it has more of a safety feature in order to have your information to be enclosed only to you. So again, prompts, scripture, things you can input from that perspective, and reflection. It's all about reflection, taking action. So this one is Excavating the Soul, a community hub space. But before this, when you get to this, it has more of a guideline on what this space is not, and what it entails to. So just make sure you're reading the information. And again, this is all community because it has guidelines and things we need to abide by. But the first thing you'll see will prompt you with a scripture, and it changes daily, has a time frame, and you're able to exit or just hit where it says begin your journey. So on the bottom, you can see home, ask, journal, community, and profile. So Again, there's no username or anything they need to create. All the prompts and things that you do put is saved for your own well-being. I probably will create a pathway where people are able to log in and save their information, but for right now, just a free access. We're able to ask different questions, explore different questions, journal prompts, community spaces, and this is where you can ask. So if there's any question you want to ask, specifically to me or just to the community, you're able to voice the text. You can add an image. You can make this be shared public. You can submit the questions, and it gives you all the instructions on how to do so. Journaling. So if you want to journal, create an account, you just sign in and do that. So you can save your prompts. This is a community space. It looks like you'll have to sign in as well, just to have that access and availability. The only reason you will need is just to sign in to create an account and just to save your information when it's logged in. And then the last part, again, the profile, you're able to have a plethora of different changes when it comes to the screen. There's a lot of accommodations when it comes to lighting, when it comes to tone. There are hertz frequency beats up here as well. And you can view today's scriptures, and all this information can be used on your phone, on your tablet, and on your laptop as well. So I think it's really cool because it's something a little bit more grounding, something definitely a lot more positive, but it's not just so ingrained into today's technology when it comes to apps, when it comes to liking, you can do all that within this app as well, but you just have to go through, sign in, so you can just save your information, and it has my contact information at the bottom as well. But I think it's a cool app. Again, you can update your profile, community section, the journal section if you want to journal, ask different questions. I believe they'll be submitted to me, or if you want to make them public just to the actual space. But there's tons of things that you can do, and all this is user friendly. This will always pop up in the beginning. Again, when you get logged in, you'll be able to save your prompts and all those things that you don't want to be shared. I won't have access to it. The community space won't have access to it. So I hope y'all enjoy this tool. So I thank God that I was able to discover Base 44. Again, it is a free platform. I'm using the free version of it. But I believe as a new business owner, I believe this is something that will be good to invest in. Not just for myself, but also for others. Because the platform itself, you're able to create a free app. You're able to adjust the domain page itself to have it be more in line with the business name. And so that's something I will plan on doing. But it just depends on how people want to use both of the apps. So again, the workbook is downloadable. You can download that in a PDF format and write some things home, right when you get home or in the office, journal, whatever it may be. In the community space app, the community hub, you're able just to communicate within the community. So if you're thinking about any questions or anything you want to share along your journey or anything you want to bring light to the table, it's an app, but it is not, I'll say it's not like today's apps like X, Instagram, what other apps are out there, TikTok, and all these other ones are kind of distracting, but this is more groundbreaking. This is more feeding your spirit, feeding your soul, feeding your mind in a positive way. And you're definitely able just to disconnect from it whenever you're ready. You don't have to go to it towards the app. You can log in on your phone, tablet, laptop. It's a lot of flexibility. And especially for the community soul hub, there's a lot of dope features in there. You'll have to see. You can do dark mode, light mode. I believe there's some things where it can help with people that are vision impaired or seeing impaired or hearing impaired. So there's a lot of good features up there. But just make sure when you do that for the community space, just make sure you log in for the profile, because you have more ease of access when it comes to the different settings. And for the workbook, again, you don't need to log in for that. You can just write in the prompts. I believe if you want to say the prompts, I think you might have to create a profile, but I try to turn that feature off so everyone is just able just to see what it looks like from that point of view. But again, free of access. And if you want access to it, read the description below. It has both of the links for the workbook and also the community hub space. And I just pray that you're able to enjoy it. Enjoy it to the best of your ability, because this is something for the conversation to be done from Excavating the Soul, and then take the additional step to do the work on your own. And then we can connect through the community hub space, or get contact with me directly, because this is something I want to provide. Obviously there will be some free resources, and in the future there will be some things that I plan on charging when it comes to clients, small, medium, large size organizations, whatever it may be. But please just test it out. Let me know if there's anything I need to adjust and fix, because I do have access from the user end when it comes to the coding and things of that nature for the app. Definitely big shout out to Base 44. Again, I'm not saying this is a promo, but God willing, if there's anything we do to collab, y'all let me know. Yeah, let me know. But Healing family, I thank y'all for just tuning into this video. Again, thank God we were able to have two apps. Another thing's my fault. For the community app, I can't even speak. This one, you're able to change the backgrounds too. So like I said, right now it's on dark mode, but you can change the backgrounds and everything. I think it's pretty cool. But Excavating the Soul, the workbook, this one is standard. So other than that, I pray that y'all are able to enjoy it. Pray. I need to slow down. I pray that this video blesses you, that the workbook blesses you, that the community hub space blesses you. If there's anything I may need, let me know. The business email is malik@healingtisfun.org. And remember, y'all, healing is fun. Healing is finding you now in order to be the version that God sees for you to see. Peace, love y'all, and stay blessed.